haven't seen each other in so long. I'm gonna be honest with you, I had no idea how I was gonna do this video, but I'm gonna be putting on some makeup because I have to go pick up my son a little bit. If you see me looking down, it's because I have this. So it's been a while. Sorry, I'm trying not to look at myself in the mirror, in the reflection. Reflection? Hello? Anyways, I just woke up not that long ago. So much has happened since we've last talked. Like, actually talked. And I kind of wanted to update you guys. Now, I do have videos of me. Okay, my dog. I do have videos of me talking about an expo that I went to a long time ago. That child that I had is now 6. Yeah. So it's been a long time. I want to have another one. People are like, really? Another one? Like, you're 37. And I'm like, Anne? Girl. Okay, so anyways, there's a lot that we need to talk about. So, I was diagnosed with PCOS. Now, I've been living my life, as long as I've known, I've had the symptoms of PCOS. But at the time, I didn't know what it was. And, you know, eventually I had to go to a doctor and I was like, hey, look, I'm having all of these issues. And obviously a big part of it, other than my irregular periods, was the weight. Because after my first child, which she's now 15, and they are they, them, she, everything under the sun, I was struggling a little bit with weight, but it wasn't really struggling because I was the weight that I should have been. Like, I was still skinny, you know? I wasn't losing the baby weight, but it wasn't like it was an issue because, to be honest with you, I was already too skinny for my size. I was almost bordering on underweight. So it wasn't like it was that big of an issue. Now, I also want to preface this with, I am 5'11", and I am a larger build. Like, even at skinny, larger build, right? So like 135 pounds is pretty underweight for my build and my height, okay? So, and I was smaller of a build then. I've gotten bigger boobs and hips since then, obviously. And when you get older, things adjust differently. Oh, that was too much powder under my eye. Got a little excited there. Oh my god, way too much powder. So right now, like a healthy, like a low weight for me would be 165. Like, that's probably the skinniest I want to be for my particular build. And mind you, I have big shoulders, big hips. Like, I'm not even talking about being chubby. Like, chubby, a healthy, like, chubby would be like 185. Okay, like I said, some of us girls are not built tiny, small, and petite. Some of us are built Ford strong. And I don't mean current Ford strong, I just mean, like, you know. Okay, so that being said, your girl's built, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to say. I'm still overweight. And a big issue is that I have PCOS. So it makes it very hard to lose weight for some of us. I'm being one of those some of us. So anyways, I let the doctor know, like, I have done everything. Oh my god, that is way too much blush. I have done everything under the sun, okay, doc? I've even done some things that I'm not so proud of, which are like anorexic antics. I went vegan a couple of times, and one of them was for a school project. And that's a whole nother atmosphere, but like, yeah, so I've done every diet under the sun. I've done everything I can, blah 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 blah. And then, you know, obviously we were talking about my periods as well, and you know, I had my suspicions when I first heard of this PCOS situation. So I'm like, look, I'm not the doctor, you're the doctor, but is this a possibility? And then I get diagnosed with it. So it makes it very difficult for me to lose weight. Also, for those of you who don't know what PCOS is, it's a spectrum of things, but your eggs don't drop regularly. Well, not your eggs, my eggs don't drop regularly. So I remember one time there was like 6 months that I went without having a period. My mom, and this is like after I had my first, my mom was like, well, you're not concerned that you're pregnant? I'm like, Mom, you gotta be doing stuff to get pregnant, and I'm not doing the stuff to get pregnant. So no, I'm not concerned that I might be pregnant. I just skipped like a bunch of steps, but again, I'm just gonna go pick up my son, so I'm not really worried about this. I'm not worried about longevity of makeup. I'm just worried about having a little bit on so I don't look like a hot mess, okay? So if you're wondering why I look like I skipped 13 steps, I'm just gonna go pick up my son. I don't need to hold on to the makeup all day. I just need to look alive. So anyways, I get diagnosed with PCOS, and it makes so much sense. Like, if you look at all the symptoms and everything I'm going through, including not always having a period. But the great thing about having PCOS is that for some of us, our eggs get preserved. So, because we're not dropping them, we still have a good amount of eggs. That's not the case for everyone, but that's my case. And yeah, so I'm suffering from PCOS, and you're like, suffering? That sounds like a good time. I'm like, no, you don't understand that I'm suffering. I want to have a baby. And it's when I was like, oh yeah, no, okay, we're gonna start trying, that I started having an episode where I'm not having a period. And again, any other time I would have welcomed it. I'd be like, you know what? That's great. I don't need a period, no ways. I already know that I didn't want to. Nope. Not for me. So anyways, I'm trying to have a baby. And then after I have a baby, I'm gonna talk to a new doctor, about my options for weight loss. Because let me tell you, not being able to lose weight the normal way, like I even went on metformin, and I've tried like every combination of supplements known to man, okay? It ain't a supplement issue, and ain't know what, it's a PCOS issue, and it sucks. So I gotta find something else, because I've tried everything I can that is not prescribed. Well, other than metformin. Metformin is prescribed, and it did not work for me. So hopefully we can find something that'll work for me. Because to be honest, I don't want to look like a double wide. It's not cute. But I came back to YouTube One, because, oh God, it's so hard. I should have not did my lashes first. I should have done the eyeliner first. Oh well. I want to come back to YouTube to try to see if I can do Vlogmas to start off with. And I do want to do some mom content, and I do want to do other content. I miss doing gaming content, to be honest. I don't have the time to do gaming content. And I don't know that I have an audience for gaming content. Like, if I do mom content, I don't know that the gaming content and the mom content will go hand in hand, you know what I mean? So it makes it more difficult. I think I just want to build an audience with the mom versus, you know, if I make it successful, I'm willing to open up a Twitch channel and we can have that discussion, right? But I don't see that happening. I've been on YouTube almost 20 years, something like that. 19 or 20 years, something like that. So I don't ever see me blowing up. Granted, I wasn't ever consistent, so I only have myself to blame for that. Like, there's plenty of times, you know, I think there's still up on my channel a video, a YouTube video where I got 14K, and granted, it didn't turn into subscribers, but I could have continued, and for whatever reason, I chose not to. So anyways, so we touched on the PCOS podcast. I also wanted to let you guys know I have been doing a podcast now for a few months. Granted, we pre-record in bulk, and I honestly couldn't have asked for a better person to co-host the podcast with. I'm struggling a little bit with my ums and stuttering and whatnot, but I'm getting better and I'm improving, and I feel like that's what really matters, you know. As long as there's improvement there, that's all that I could really ask for. But yeah, the other reason why I haven't come back to YouTube sooner was obviously the weight gain, the body image, and I have this double chin. Okay, now we call this in my family the last name, our family last name, chin, because all of us have it. I had it when I was 135 pounds. The only way to get rid of it, honestly, is surgery. Like, even if I got, oh my God, so skinny, it wouldn't go away. That sucker would stay. And it gives me huge body issues because it makes me look bigger than I am. I mean, my body build already makes me look bigger than I am. You know what I'm saying? But, and the fact that I don't hold weight normally. I hold weight all in my stomach. I don't really hold weight in my arms or in my legs or anything. So I look like if you take a marshmallow and you stuck toothpicks to it. That is my body build, and it makes me feel really insecure about it. But at the end of the day, like, let's be so for real. Right now, there's nothing I can do about it. And until I can do something about it, why bitch and moan? Why wait to try and put content out there? Like, it's taken me a long time to get to this point where I'm even recording this video. I can't continue to bitch and moan anymore, right? I have to do something. I cannot continue to hide. I think I was suffering with image issues for so long. That's why I struggled to put out YouTube videos. And I'm like at my worst weight and at my worst look right now. And I'm like, I'm just putting out content for fun. I'm not trying to make it big. I mean, if I do, great, right? I'm not trying to make it big. I want to do it because I enjoy it. So, that being said, my goal is to kind of foster an environment where everybody feels welcome. If there are hate comments, I'm going to be blunt with you. I'm going to delete them. So, if you're going to be leaving hate in the comment section, like, it's going to get deleted. I'm not going to tolerate that. I'm not going to tolerate that for other people. I'm not going to tolerate that for me. I also want to be held accountable. If you haven't seen me in like a week, please leave a comment and let me know, so I'm being kept accountable, because nobody keeping me accountable is a big part of also why I haven't pushed out content. But I also, like I said, I want to put out more mom content, and I really want to grow. And I don't want to just grow with me. I want to grow together as people. So if there's other like mom content creators or people that are interested in this content or whatever, I want to kind of foster that community. I realize I glazed over the fact that I have a podcast and I didn't talk about what the podcast is about. Let me back up. So I have a podcast. It's called PrettyGrimPodcast. James and I come together every week and talk about spooky stuff. We so far have talked about Elliot Rodger, La Llorona. I'm trying to remember what else we talked about. In the future, we're going to be talking about the Yule lads. I believe that's what they're called. I'm having a brain fart. Where you talk about all the spooky stuff. So if you're interested in spooky content, please go listen to us. We are on Spotify and on Apple. I think that we make a great duo, and we do go on to tangents. So just to be pre-warned, it's not just like we're hitting you with facts. We're also hitting you with the comedy and the tangents, because we're two really, really funny people. Like, I've known him since junior high, and he's literally one of the funniest people I know. And so the fact that we just have this dynamic that just works for whatever reason, I couldn't be any more grateful. Like, there's very few people who I honestly have just such a really good dynamic with, and we can just laugh and da-da-da. He's also one of the few people that I know that doesn't take shit personal, and it's great because I can like tease him and blah blah blah. We can like go back and forth, and it's not like, you know, we're taking it personal, because it's not personal. Like, I would never actually insult him. But if you're watching this video right now, James, I will insult you all day. Be very afraid. I will come for your life. Anyways. Yeah. I know this was a lot, and this video is like about to be 20 minutes. But I wanted to let you guys know, I'm starting off this Vlogmas by saying I'm back. I'm going to be pushing out content. Hopefully, we'll get through all of the days, all 24, 25 days of Vlogmas. So this is Vlogmas day 1, because it's only December 1st, I hope. Either way, I'm putting out videos. So you're going to be seeing more of this face. Hopefully you'll enjoy. Let me know in the comment section anything, literally anything. Just say hi. I don't care. I just want a little bit of engagement, just a little bit, you know, so we can figure out where we're going from here. Because I got B-rolls, I got content, I got plans I want to do. I just need a little bit of encouragement. Okay, just a little bit of encouragement. That's all I need.